What's going on, y'all? It is Crew, aka Rainy Storm, checking in for the moon sign series. We are going to be ending the moon sign series for this video and jumping into the Mercury through the houses series next week. I hope y'all have enjoyed, but we're going to be finishing off with moon in the 12th house. So if you have a moon in the 12th house, or if you know somebody that has a moon in the 12th house, or you just came to learn because you just love astrology, this video is for you. I am your cosmic rootwork astrologer specializing in evolutionary astrology. So if you're interested in learning about your past, as well as your purpose, destiny here in this lifetime, you can definitely hit me up for a personal reading. I am at this current moment in time doing tip and donation based readings for my viewers, and also barter and trade basis as well. So y'all make sure y'all check me out. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. Moon in the 12th house. If you have a moon in the 12th house, or let's talk about moon first, which talks about our emotional state. This talks about our instinctual habits, our childlike selves, our childhood selves before society came in and ripped us to shreds, right? And then we talk about here our relationship to the divine feminine or our mother. And we also talk about our ancient past and past lives and things like that as well in the moon energy here. Now with moon in the 12th house, it can be quite muddled here because this is the Pisces house. This is the house of endings. This is our intuitive abilities. This is a place where we go to hide. This is where the place that we go to escape, right? This is our past as well. Our past lives are also housed in the 12th house here. And this is where we see our hidden fears, our hidden desires. This is, like I said, the spiritual realm is also housed in the 12th house. And it can be quite difficult for the moon to be in the 12th house. Even though it's about, like I said, spiritual ascendance, transcendence, and things like that, there can just be this etching energy that it tends to want to escape from reality because it's like, this is not my home. I'm not from here. Like, what am I doing here? So oftentimes you can just run into someone who sometimes uses, the Piscean things to escape, whether that is through media, whether that's through drugs, whether that's through alcohol, whether that's through food, whether that's through things that alters your form of reality. But then it's like, well, what really is reality, right? In this 12th house energy. And so it can be very difficult sometimes for people with moon in the 12th house to understand their emotions because, once again, they can be very hidden and they can be quite muddled here with moon here. So a lot of times what you'll see also too, besides addictions or someone having like strong addictions and things with moon in the 12th house, you can find somebody here that has a very heightened sense of intuition. A lot of times moon in the 12th house, people will pick up on things that normally people around them wouldn't pick up on. So when you feel it, moon in the 12th house, it's probably because it's true. And I know people are probably going to call you delusional because your moon is here. And it's like, what are you talking about? No, you didn't feel that. You didn't see that, but you probably did. And if it wasn't from you, it was probably from somebody else, moon in the 12th house. So listen to your intuitive hits. Listen to your body signatures. Body signatures meaning, for example, let's say you have something in the pit of your stomach that does not feel right. It's because there's something there for a reason, and you need to listen to that. Your moon is fueling those things. Once again, I get it. Moon in the 12th house people can be very muddled. It can be a very muddled energy here. You're trying to figure out if, well, am I seeing that? Am I feeling this? Is this really happening? Am I like... Then, and what I would say with moon in the 12th house, meditation is going to be something that is an order for you to be in a space of where before you even leave the house, before you even get on the scene, take some time and space for yourself to see how you feel about things, where your spirit is at, how you're feeling, because it can really tell you a lot. It can really key you in on a lot of what is going on internally before you go into the open world. You need a lot of time to be alone. You need a lot of time to cleanse. If you're too overstimulated or there's just too much going on, it can really overcast your emotions, and you're very susceptible with moon here to being emotionally manipulated, and also just You know, people's projections of things can also come in moon in the 12th house as well. So you just want to be careful of the people that you're hanging around, or the type of energy that you're around, or situations that you're around, because you're like a sponge. You soak it up, especially in terms of your emotions and things. And so dream traveling can also be very significant here, because, you know, the 12th house also is where the dreams reside. And so you can see somebody here with moon in the 12th house who dream travels. Maybe you have prophetic dreams as well. You see things before they happen. You also can see a lot of confusion here. Relationship to the mother can be strong but very distant at the same time with moon in the 12th house. So, you know, because 12th house usually is like distant places, different lands, distant lands, or things that you cannot see. And so, you know, relationship with the mother can sometimes, like I said, just be a little distant. And that's something that, you know, if you're watching this and you have a moon in the 12th house child or things like that, I would definitely say when it comes to the moon in the 12th house person's emotions, you know, leaving an open space for them to be able to express. Here with moon in the 12th house, there can also be a strong attachment to the mother as well here with moon in the 12th house, even though it can be quite distant in a sense. It's weird because in a sense it's like 12th house is distant, but the moon can be very like longing. There's like this sense of longing or needing this connectivity in a way. It's very Piscean, right? In this way. Wanting to be hidden as well. With moon in the 12th house, there's this kind of want and need and desire just with moon in the 12th house placement. I'm not really talking about the sign here. You want to see what sign it is and what's aspecting your moon in the 12th house here, but there's this aspect of the moon wanting to be hidden away. Like I said, it can hide away through addictions, but it can also just hide away and just period, like not wanting to be seen, not wanting to be noticed, as well with moon in the 12th house here. It can also really feel, with moon here, it just can feel like it's not connected to the world, right? It can just feel like an observer of this world, but not necessarily like one of those, you know, when people say I'm not really in this world, or I'm not of this world. How do you say it? I'm of this world, but I'm not in this world, is what you can see from moon in the 12th house here. So, you know, I feel like getting emotionally and spiritually in tune with yourself, emotionally and spiritually in tune with your body, especially with your spiritual body, is going to really help you along this journey. Because like I said, it can be, moon in the 12th house can be a pretty difficult placement here, especially if you're not really in touch with reality, meaning like grounded to what is going on and happening around you. So definitely, especially when it comes to your emotions, like I said, a lot of times you can feel the need or want to escape because they can seem very heavy. So you really just want to take time and space to really really look at your emotions, and not only look at your emotions, but really experience your emotions, feel through your emotions, feel through your, you know, get connected back to, like I said, your spiritual body and your spiritual self, and know that there's something way higher than this physical plane that you reside in and live on here. So that's all I have right now for moon in the 12th house. I thank y'all for coming through for this series. If you are learning astrology, or if this is your personal placement, thank you for trusting the kid and watching it all the way through this video. Like I said, y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and also leave comments below. And then next week we will be hopping straight into Mercury through the houses. And yeah, there might be some other things coming up as well that I might drop on y'all's heads, but you know, just stay tuned and see, you know, what I got cooking. And you already know what it is. It's a rainy storm checking in, checking out without a doubt. And I will see y'all on the next one. Deuces.